Now, here's the Life 100.3 Breakfast Club.
Hey, it's Ben and Woody here. Thanks for visiting our YouTube page. This is the studio. Welcome to it. We do the Breakfast Club here every weekday morning from 5:30 to 9 a.m. And every day we tell you about interesting people, Christian artists that you enjoy.
We hope they're interesting.
We hope so. We tell you all about their lives and interesting facts and tidbits about them. But somebody suggested, Woody, that our listeners might want to know a little bit more about us, about you and me, and some of the things that go on in our lives away from the station. So.
We could do that. And so, in honor of the Breakfast Club, we got this cereal bowl.
Plus our receptionist, Marlene.
And so we put some pre-selected questions in here. And well, let's just start. I'll ask you a question.
Just don't pour any milk in there, okay?
All right. What family traditions or events are regulars on your calendar?
Oh, well, we have a bunch of family traditions in the Davey family, and these are important because, you know, as the year goes on, you want to have things on the calendar that you can look forward to.
I know
you're
one.
Excited about.
I know one. Go ahead. Buffalo, New York.
Right. Every Labor Day weekend is the Buffalo Chicken Wing Festival in New York. It's amazing. There's hundreds of different flavors of chicken wings. You can smell the wings as you drive over the Peace Bridge across the border of New York State. It's absolutely amazing. So we've gone to this probably 4 or 5 years in a row now, and of course the competitive eating is a big part of it as well. I've never been a contestant, but you know, I aspire to be one day, hopefully. So.
And how many flavors of chicken wings?
Hundreds easily.
You've got to take me there one time.
Yeah, it's an entire day. You can actually make a whole weekend out of it if you really like. Get a hotel, and there you go. You can stay there for the Saturday and the Sunday. So
fantastic.
It's great. So that's an annual tradition for us. We also like going to the Forks of the Credit every fall. It's just beautiful down there, just south of Orangeville. That's something we do every year. Niagara Falls, of course, is always very pretty around the Christmas season. So those are just 3 of the things we do every single year in our family.
All right, your turn.
Mr. Whitland from the Cereal Bowl, we are asking you this. If you could have any job for a day besides this one, and besides my job, hosting the show behind the board here, what would it be?
People always pick positions of power or heavy responsibility, like the Prime Minister or the Mayor. I want none of that. I don't want any stress, a high responsibility. We shoot high here on the Breakfast Club.
That's right.
I think for my job, this is why I wore my sweater today.
I see that, yeah.
My Ottawa Senator sweater. I want to be the water boy, or not doing the laundry, because the laundry would just be too much work, but the water boy for the Ottawa Senators in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. Of course, where I knew they would win.
Right.
I don't want to be around if they lose, but if I knew they were going to win, what a place to watch the game from, right there on the bench. Hey, so bring the camera here, right in close, okay? Look who's on the back of my shirt.
Hey, look at that.
Number 12,
Very nice.
Mike Fisher, good Peterborough boy, all right? So you need to cheer for the Ottawa Senators. They're going to do it this year.
If I had to cheer for one Ottawa player, that's who it would be, I guess.
Okay, good.
All right. Who's up next?
I'm up, so you need to answer the question.
All right.
If your house was burning down,
Ooh.
other than your family, pets, or Bible, although not in that specific order, what other 3 things would you take?
Oh boy. Yeah, people get asked this question a lot. I guess for myself, the first thing I would take would be my son's photo album, which is kind of like a scrapbook. He's 2.5, and we've collected all of these little mementos and little things that have been significant from his life. And those are things that could never be replaced.
No, you can't replace that.
So that's really special. Yeah. So I would definitely grab that. I would definitely have to grab my wife's teddy bear. She has a teddy bear by the name of Stuart, that she has had since she was probably 5 or 6 years old. And this bear is so special to her. If that thing ever got lost, her life would be over.
You gotta be kidding me. A teddy bear.
I would, yeah, because that means that's something special to her.
You're a good man. All right, one more.
The last thing I would take would be my car keys, because that's probably where we would be living for the next few days by the sounds of it. I don't want to lose those in the fire.
Yeah, it's a good 3 choices.
Okay. Last question for you, Woody, and it is this. Oh, how are you going to pick one of these? What is your favorite concert memory of all time? You've been to thousands of concerts, probably. Yeah. How are you going to pick one?
I don't know. I don't think I can. Can I do 3?
Sure, yeah, I guess.
For 3 different reasons. Okay. My favorite concert, lights, big show, the whole thing.
Yeah.
You might be surprised at this. Paul McCartney at the Air Canada Centre a few years ago. Like, just floor to ceiling at the ACC of big video screens, and it was incredible. The guy played for 2.5 hours.
Wow.
He was 59 years old at that point, and we started to count how many times he would hardly ever even take a drink, never mind stop. He was just constantly playing, so it was a lot of fun. And sometimes you go to concerts and you don't get to hear all your favorite songs. I think he played every single favorite song.
Wow.
And that's a long roster, so no wonder he played that long. As far as favorite spiritual moment at a concert, I'd have to say Stephen Curtis Chapman from a couple of years ago.
Oh, yeah.
At the Declaration Tour
I
at
was there
Queensway
too,
Cathedral.
yeah.
Yeah, you were there. It was a really moving moment because it wasn't just about music. It was about the story of Nate Saint, Jim Elliot, and the Ecuadorian missionaries from the 50s who got killed by the natives, but then ended up converting this village. And what a story of forgiveness it was, and that taught me a lot about being God to people and forgiveness, and just the depth of forgiveness and what that can look like.
Yeah, there wasn't a dry eye in the place.
No.
That was an emotional night.
And then as far as surprise concerts go, I'd have to say this past summer at Hillsong United at Ontario
Oh, yeah.
Place with Starfield opening up.
Yeah.
Thought maybe, how are you ever going to fill Ontario Place? It's a pretty big venue, and maybe a couple thousand people would show up. Over 12,000 people showed up to this concert. Completely blew me away. And everybody was completely sold out in worship. It was like a little taste of heaven. It will be something I will never, ever forget. And if
Wow.
Hillsong ever comes back, I am definitely going to be there.
They're going to have to move that concert to the Air Canada Centre, I think,
Yeah, I
next
think
time
so.
around. It just kind of, is one of those things everybody either was at or wished they were at. So
That's true.
That was awesome. Well, hope you enjoyed our YouTube video. Don't forget to tune into The Breakfast Club. We're on Life 100.3 every weekday morning from 5:30 to 9 a.m. So if you've never tuned in, make sure you check us out.
Keep listening.